हेलो डियर फ्रेंड्स। आज हम बात करेंगे कन्फाइंड स्पेस एंट्री के बारे में बात करेंगे। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री स्टैंडर्ड्स। All employees required to enter into confined or enclosed spaces shall be instructed as to the nature of the hazards involved, the necessary precautions to be taken, and in the use of protective and emergency equipment required. The employers shall comply with any specific regulation that apply to work in dangerous or potential dangerous areas. What is confined space? A space that is large enough and so configured that an employee can enter bodily and perform work. A space that has limited or restricted means of entry or exit. A space that is not designated or continuous human occupancy. A space that unfavorable nature ventilation. Just call it confined space. Limited openings for entry and exits. Opening as small as 18 inches in diameter. Difficult to enter with life-saving equipment. Difficult to remove downed worker in folded up or bent over position. Exit from large openings may be difficult due to presence of ladders, hoist, etc. Not designed for continuous occupancy. Most confined spaces are not designed to enter and work in on a regular basis, designed to store a product, enclosed materials or processes, transport products or substances, occasional worker entry for inspections, repair, cleanup, maintenance, etc. Examples of confined spaces: tanks, manhole vaults, pipes, trenches, tunnels, ducts, bins, pits, boilers, furnaces, sewers, silos, and hoppers. Potential hazards in confined space. Oxygen deficiency. Concentration. Combustibles: methane, hydrogen, acetylene, propane, gasoline fumes. Toxic materials: carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, building fumes, corrosives, electricity, mechanical hazards, mixer crushers. Hazards of confined spaces: oxygen deficient atmospheres, oxygen enriched atmospheres, flammable atmospheres, toxic atmospheres, temperature extremes, and engulfment hazards, noise, sleek, wet surfaces, falling objects. Entry: the act by which a person intentionally passes through an opening into a permit required confined space. Any part of the body passing through the opening is considered entry. Immediately dangerous to life or health, IDLH. Any condition which poses an immediate threat to the health of life on an entrant would cause irreversible adverse health effects, would interfere with an individual's ability to escape unaided from a permitted space. Entrant: the employee who will physically enter the confined space to perform the work. Attendant: the employee who remains outside the confined space and monitors the entrance, guards and space against unauthorized entry, warns the entrance of any unusual conditions, and summons the rescue personnel if needed. Entry supervisor: the employee responsible for coordinating the entry into the confined space. This must be a team leader or foreman. Responsible person: the person directly responsible for the work being performed in the confined space. This can be the team leader, foreman, journeyman, or other person qualified by training and experience. Permit required confined space. A permit required confined space is the space that has one or more of the following characteristics: contain or has to the potential to contain hazards, atmospheres, contains a material that has the potential for engulfing, an entrant has an internal configuration such that an entrant could become trapped or asphyxiated, contains any other serious safety or health hazard. Categorizing workspace. Space large enough to enter and limited or restricted entry or exist and no designed for continuous worker occupancy. If no, not a confined space. If yes, then confined space. Hazardous atmospheres are engulfment hazard, configuration hazard, or any other recognized serious hazard. If yes, then permit required confined space. If no, no permit required, no confined space. Categorizing workspace. General hazard, caution risk of explosion, confined space, no entry and try entry, caution risk of fire, fire open right and smoking prohibited, respiratory protection must be worn. Warnings. Warning signs shall be displayed at or near every success point to confined space to one person of the existence of confined space and entry to confined space is possible. Such warning sign must be complied with. Confined space entry procedure. Isolate the space, ventilate the space, test and atmosphere, conduct briefing, complete permit, enter the space. Isolation, locking and taking out electrical sources, blanking and bleeding pneumatic and hydraulic lines, disconnecting mechanical drives and shafts, securing mechanical parts, blanking sware and water flow, locking and taking out shut-off valves. Isolate the space from all hazards. Close valves, double block and bleed or blank planes. Empty the space. Depressurize vent and drain. Lock out, tag out equipment, electrical sources, rotating, reciprocating parts, hazardous materials, clean residues from the space. Ventilation, first option to correct problems. Air intact through safe location to draw fresh air only. Continuous ventilation whenever possible. Retest and confined space before entry. Ventilation the space. Use mechanical ventilation, fans, air, horses. Ventilation at the rate of at least 4 volumes per hour. Larger spaces require more ventilation. Make sure air supply is not contaminated. Ventilation air supply must be from fresh air, uncontaminated with flammable toxins, etc. Unfavorable natural ventilation. Lack of air movement in and out of the space can create an atmosphere much different than the outside atmosphere. Deadly gases can be trapped inside. Organic materials can decompose. May not be enough oxygen due to presence of other gases or chemical reactions such as rusting. Pulling versus pushing. General ventilation. Pulling direct airflow. Pushing direct airflow. Recommend yes, no, no. Recommend yes, no. Second option is correct option. Controlling short circuit. Improper installation of air movement also can source problem. Educator poorly plate in vessel air outlet. Solution, plywood adapter plate, electrical bending strap. Recommendation yes. Effective use of ventilation techniques. Fan, design airflow to take advantage of convection. As you can see in the pictures, proper use of fans and air movers when used together. See the pictures. First one is not recommended. Second is recommended. Pressurized and condition makeup air assists. Control source of makeup air. Control of makeup air pathway. As you can see in the photographs, which one recommended, which one not. Proper placement of local exhaust hose. What are the arrangement for the exhaust hose? As you can see in the pictures. Test the atmospheres. In the order, check for oxygen content at least 19.5 and less than 23.5. Check for combustibles less than 10% of the LDL. Check of toxic gases. Most of commonly carbon monoxide PL 35 part per million or any other hazardous material as determined by the use of the space. Gas checking system. Always test the air in various levels to be sure that the entire space is safe. Good air near the opening does not mean there is a good air in the bottom. Good air, poor air, and deadly air. Atmosphere testing shall be performed prior to every entry when the space is vacant. After a 10-minute ventilation period, if ventilation is necessary, at least hourly for permit required confined spaces, more frequently if condition of suspicious warrant. Oxygen deficient atmosphere 19.5 minimal acceptable oxygen level, 15 to 19 degrees ability to work extensively if impair coordination early symptoms, 12 to 14% respiration increases poor judgment, 10 to 12 respiration increase leaves blue, 8 to 10 mental failure, fainting, nausea, unconscious, vomiting, 6 to 8 minutes fatal, 6 minutes 50% fatal, 4 to 5 minutes possible recovery, 4 to 6 coma in 40 seconds, either death. Oxygen enriched atmospheres, oxygen level above 21%, causes flammable and combustible material to burn violently when ignited. Hair clothing materials etc. Oil soaked clothing and materials never use pure oxygen to ventilate. Never store or place compressed tank in the confined space. Flammable atmospheres. Two critical factors: oxygen content in the air, presence of a flammable gas or vapor, presence of dust visibility are 5 or less. Proper air-gas mixture can lead to explosion. Typical ignition sources: sparking of electrical tool, welding, cutting operations, smoking. Toxic atmospheres. Product stores in confined space, gases released when cleaning, materials absorbed into walls or confined space, decomposition of materials in the confined space, work performed in the confined space, welding, cutting, brazing, soldering, painting, scraping, sanding, degreasing, sealing, bonding, melting. Area adjust, adjacent to a confined space, hydrogen sulfide, decomposition of material, human waste, rotation egg order at low concentration, possibly no warning at high concentration, part per million effect time as you can see in the chart. Carbon monoxide, odorless, colorless gas, combustible by product, quickly collapse at high concentration. Carbon, this is the parameter part per million effect in time for the carbon monoxide. Conduct briefing. Entire crew must attend, attendants, entrance, entry supervisor, review hazard of entry and work, review PPE, review procedure for containing rescue, verify rescue available, complete permit. Training and education. All workers must enter confined space. All attendants and rescue team members prior to initial work assignment, retraining, job duty change, change in permit spaces program, new hazard are present, job performance indicates deficiencies. Permit entry system. Written permit signed by entry supervisor, verifies pre-entry precautions have been taken and the space is safe to enter, posted at entry to confined space, specifies, specifies a prevent hazard and corrective action taken prior to entry, required termination of permit when task is completed or when new condition exists, complete entry permit form, permit must be correctly and completely filled out prior to entry, permit must be activated by entry supervisor signature to valid, no entry is allowed without a valid permit, permits are valid for up to 8 hours, when permit is completed, permit and tailboard form should be returned to safely, cancelled permit must be kept on file at least 1 year. Entry permit requirements, date, location, and name of confined space, purpose of entry and known hazard, duration of entry permit time, authorized entrance attendance supervisor, air testing results, signature of tester, protective measures to be taken, ventilation and system flushing, lockout, tagout. Entry permit requirement, name and phone number of risk or emergency services, communication procedure, special requirement and procedure, personal protective equipment, alarm procedure, rescue equipment, respirators. Enter the space and proceed with work. An attendant shall be posted near the entrance of the duration of the work. He shall be in constant communication with the entrance while the job is in progress. All entrants shall sign the sign in long when entering the space and sign out when exiting. The attendant shall maintain the permit and sign in long for the duration of the work. When the job is done, remove all personal tools and debris from the space, sign off the lock, close the space, cancel the permit, review the job with the host employer, hazards, problem, other employers, etc. Attendant responsibility to monitor entrance during the job and during entry and exit to help ensure their safety. The attendant may not abandon this post for any reason while personnel at the space unless relieved by another qualified attendant. To monitor atmosphere condition in the space prior to and during entry, to control access to the confined space, to someone emergency assistance as needed, to assess hazard in the around the space and take action on the same. To keep records of confined space work such as air, tight result, personal entry, exit, etc. Entry and responsibility to assure that the space has been adequately ventilated, isolated, implemented, or otherwise made safe for entry. To immediately exit a space without question upon word on the attendant, no matter what the reason. To follow all safety rules and procedures that may apply on the job. To be familiar with the work to be informed and the other procedures that apply to the job. To use the appropriate PPE whenever necessary. Supervisor responsibility. To assure adequate protection is provided to the entrance by verifying adequate lockout, tagout, and that all hazards are securely isolated. To support the attendance authority in controlling access to a confined space. To verify that all personnel have assisted prior to closing the space. To assure that all personnel involved are aware about the hazard associated with the space. To ensure that rescue services are available prior to entry. Temperature extremes, extremely hot or cold temperature, extreme cleaning of confined space, humidity factors, extremely cold liquids. Work processes inside the confined spaces can increase temperature extremes. Personal protective equipment. Other hazards, noise, amplified due to acoustic within the space, damage hearing, affect communication, sleep, wet surfaces, slip and falls, increased chance of electric shock, falling objects, top side opening expose workers inside confined space of falling object. Standby rescue. Worker assigned to remain outside the confined space and be in constant contact with the workers inside. Knowledge emergency rescue procedure. 50% of workers who die in confined space are would be rescuers. Trained in use of emergency rescue equipment and PPE. Notice. Anytime a limit is exceeded, no matter what the reason, all personnel shall immediately exit the space and no other shall enter until atmospheric conditions are returned to safe level. There are no expectations to this. Thanks. Thank you a lot.